Facebook. Facebook is a non-countryable, non-official character in the Polandball universe representing Facebook. It was created after Polandball's primary Facebook page was publicly banned from the website for several days in 2013. It appears mostly in reaction images, though he does make periodic appearances in standard comics as well. Polandball on Facebook has a history stemming shortly after the meme was first created, being the oldest Polandball community on the internet. Its community is now semi-knit and was once guided by a single page, which is well known for having the most followed English Polandball outlet on the internet. There are separate pages for Polandball characters, the first being Brazil Ball in 2014. The main page has over 400,000 fans on Facebook. It's also famous for being one of the few survivors of a permanent Facebook ban, as it was repealed internally on February 14, 2017. Switzerland Goes Insane. Switzerland Goes Insane is a Countryballs creepypasta. It talks about a person finding a blank CD. The CD contains a glitchy video of Switzerland Ball becoming a murderer and the rest of that creepypasta stuff. Gore. Countryballs are mostly normal balls, which means that their injuries are shown in an innocent, toony way. But some Polandballers prefer to give Countryballs an anatomy, and so we can see some scenes where Countryballs' injuries are more gory. r/Borkball. r/Borkball is a subreddit on website Reddit as a refuge for Polandball comics that would be banned by the moderators on r/Polandball. It was specifically created because Decrino, a Reddit mod, decided to stop a continuous series of comics called the Borkball because he found them not relevant enough to this ideal of what Polandball comics need to be about. The Borkball series was then continued on this subreddit. Unlike several previous efforts to create a more rule-free version of r/Polandball, this subreddit does expect some basic rules of r/Polandball's official Polandball tutorial to be followed, but will not remove comics for small mistakes, irrelevant mistakes, or unintrusive meta references to moderators of the main subreddit. Saudi Arabia Ball. Saudi Arabia Ball referred to Saudi Arabia. A special thing about the Countryballs is about the text on its flag. The original text is Islamic declaration of faith. There is no deity but God. Muhammad is the messenger of God. But in Countryballs, the text changes in order to show what's the character thinking or want to say. This idea isn't a rule and it's not very used in the community. Family Guy reference. It's just a joke showing that Countryballs had an appearance in Family Guy. The evidence was a random scene where you can see a frame with a ball which looks like Austria Ball. Making attention on real events. The simplicity of Countryballs, together with its recognition of world history and a focus on current affairs, makes the meme suited to commenting on international events. Amongst events which have been covered by Countryballs and have been noted in the media are the Senkaku Islands dispute, the 2013 Papal conclave which saw George Mario Bergoglio being elected as the new pope, the Revolution of Dignity, the annexation of Crimea by the Russian Federation, and issues relating to Filipino workers in Taiwan. In the prelude to the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine and after the invasion, Ukraine and Russia saw an increase in comic appearances. Countryballs.net. Countryballs.net is a website dedicated to Polandball media. The website recognizes the exceptions as balls and is more rule-free. Polandaro. Polandaro is a parody of Polandball made by Redditor Legit Privilege. It has its own subreddit and wiki. It includes the non-ball characters with different shapes such as Singapore Ball, Reich Ring, Kazakhstan, and Israel Mouse. Poland Skulls. Poland Skulls is a name used to call the Polandball shitposters on Instagram. According to the wiki, the Poland Skulls are a bunch of irony shitposters, so far the biggest threat IGPD has faced. They are inevitable. Countryball by MeatDan. MeatDan is a Russian animator. His YouTube channel Countryballs is the oldest animated Countryballs channel. It was created on November 2012 and the first Countryballs animation video was uploaded on June 2013. The content has some disturbing and inappropriate scenes, so be aware. Countryballs UEFA Euro 2012. It's the oldest Countryballs animation found on YouTube, though the characters doesn't look like the basic design of Polandball. It was uploaded on June 2012. Against image board memes. Polandball meme was created in 2009 and spread in the same era of the rise of another image board memes like Trollface, Wojak, Pee the Frog and more. Those memes knew a bit of collaboration with time, except for Polandball. In fact, it prohibits using any meme in Countryballs content, such as, and especially, le, rage faces, troll faces, forever alone, doggy or shibay, and others. Poland Can into Space. It's the title of the two first Polandball videos on YouTube. They were uploaded at the last day of 2009 and the first day of 2010. Both of videos showed a DIY Polandball tied with a firework flying away. The End of Poland. The End of Poland is a Polandball song inspired from a comic talking about Polandball's death. It was uploaded on YouTube in 2014 by Zemo Neutral.
I am of Poland.
Amino and Instagram Wars. PBA or Polandball Amino, created in 2016, and IGPB or Polandball Community on Instagram, had a series of conflicts between the members. There is too much details about these events, so I'll just tell the names. So we have the Mod System event, Basil Wars, the Haxing, the Furry Cleansing, the Crusades, Pope Balls Crusades, the New Mods Movement, Brazil Balls Unification, the FNP, Pesky Poles Invasion, the PBA Wars, Pole Tail Event, Stand with Hong Kong Event, the Leader Civil War, and Temporary Split of PBA. The Drawball.com Incident. An August 2009 cyber war between Polish internet users and the rest of the world on Drawball.com. Drawball.com allows internet users to draw whatever they want. It also allows people to draw over others' drawings. On the Polish flag internet, an idea was raised to draw the flag of Poland on the ball. Thousands of Poles managed to take over the drawball. The painting consisted of white on top of red. In the middle, the word Polska was written. After coordination from 4chan, this was then covered over by a giant swastika. I don't know what does this have to do with Polandball directly, though it's mentioned in many articles about Polandball. A big ball with Polish flag made by Polish users, which happened many times later, can have a relation. Polandball on Tieba. Tieba is a Chinese social network which is useful for the Chinese Polandball community, since Reddit is blocked in China. Some rules violations like using the circle tool are acceptable there. Canadaisdead.avi. Canadaisdead.avi is another Countryballs creepypasta. It has the same idea of Switzerland Goes Insane, but this time with a USB driver showing a video of Canada's death. Landapilcophobia. Believe it or not, but landapilcophobia is the fear of Countryballs. But if you want to hear about a phobia that people claim to have it, Coranthropophobia, which is the fear of country humans. Bruno Bozzetto. Polandball could have been inspired by the work of the Italian animator Bruno Bozzetto. In his cartoon Italy vs. Europe, released in 1999, the European Union and Italy are portrayed as circles. The works of Bruno Bozzetto are some of the first modern works depicting vast things like genders and nations as circles. His work also shares many of the same characteristics of Polandball, like manifesting creativity out of basic stereotypes. His work went viral quickly and may have become sediment for the first Polandball comics. Mystery Ball. Mystery Ball is a hypothetical country ball, where it was actually sighted in 2011, but has not been seen since. He may be made just to confuse users, or the flag was drawn by mistake. Though Polandball community doesn't accept imaginary country balls, Mystery Ball made it to have a Polandball Facebook page and a wiki article. The mystery of it was back in 2014, on a Facebook post by San Marino Ball. It's guessed to be Western Sahara, but that's a weak theory. Bavaria Ball. Bavaria Ball is a German state, but according to a statement in the Russian Lurkmore wiki, Bavaria and Germany in the comics appear as separate countries. That looks unrecognizable now since Bavaria is still a part of Germany and not a country. October 15th, 2009. The same statement set the date of October 15, 2009 as the date when all the flags in the INT have been replaced by Countryballs. There's also sayings about a spin-off cartoon of Countryballs which was created on the same date. I couldn't find it, but maybe there's hidden content somewhere, and if it's true, that cartoon is a lost media. Polandball Pacman. Polandball Pacman is a mini-game created by Falco, the creator of the Polandball meme. I'm not sure if the game is available, but there's a gameplay video of it on YouTube. Roanoke Colony Ball. Roanoke Colony, also called the Lost Colony, in 1587, 117 Englishmen, women and children came ashore on Roanoke Island to establish a permanent English settlement in the New World. Just 3 years later, in 1590, when English ships returned to bring supplies, they found the island deserted with no sign of the colonists. But since the colony's existence is dated, Roanoke Colony has its special-looking Polandball character. Deleted wiki articles. If you were an old Polandballer enough, you'll notice that the Polandball wiki now isn't the same as before. The wiki contained articles about language balls, ideology balls, and even some company balls. Poor towel. Portugal is always drawn as a ball and doesn't seem to be a non-ball character. But 2 pictures shows Portugal as a towel. So there was a dead rule about Portugal? Everything in Poland is upside down. Now it's time to talk more about the main character. Everything in Poland is upside down is the answer for why is Poland drawn with an upside down flag. But the joke is supposed to be related to some stereotypes or facts about Poland, and you'll find my search results funny. The Upside Down House is a project created by a Polish businessman and philanthropist named Daniel Czapiewski in 2007, and is located in Poland in the tiny village of Szympark, and this idea is credited to him. The upside-down Christmas tree thrived from Poland, a tradition called podłażniczek. Polish people used fruit, nuts, sweets wrapped in shiny paper, straw, ribbons, gold-painted pine cones to decorate a spruce hanging upside down from the ceiling in the center of the room. The tradition back to the Middle Ages. And I guess this makes the phrase more convincing, and the answer was already revealed. Lost map is not found in the subreddit anymore. That map contains many characters in a non-ball or special shape in addition to Portugal, unless they were violations, like Greenland as a seal, Iceland as a volcano, New Zealand with a beak, North Macedonia as a troll face, South Africa with 4 eyes, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Madagascar drawn with vertical flags, etc. Zero ball. Since there is no zero billiard ball, it wouldn't be expected that a zero ball exists. According to the Russian Polandball wiki, zero ball represents Adam and Eve, the parents of human race. Zero ball is so rare to appear in a Polandball content that maybe it's not recognized anymore. Wojak. Wojak, also known as Feels Guy, is an internet meme that is, in its original form, a simple black outlined cartoon drawing of a bald man with a wistful expression. The earliest currently known Wojak is the nickname of a Polish user on the English-speaking board INT of the defunct German image board Crouchan, who started posting the image around 2010. The character later became associated with the phrases formerly used by Wojak, such as "I know that feel, bro." This doesn't seem related to Polandball before you know that Wojak was the reason for Polandball meme's birth. As we knew earlier, the beginning of the Countryballs format proper is credited to Falco, a British user on the German image board Crouchan.net. While his comics or memes were to make fun of his Polish friend Christian Grodzisky, the Wojak himself, for his broken English. And that was the basic lore of Polandball before it spreads through the internet. The oldest YouTube Polandball video, uploaded in 2010 after the two ones I mentioned before, shows the relation between the two memes. Falco is British-Austrian. Falco might be British-Austrian, according to his Countryballs memes that show him repeating Falco Austria. Will the real Poland please stand up? It's a less known theory that Polandball we know is fake, while the real Polandball with correct flag is hidden somewhere. I personally support this theory since the main subreddit accepted two comics showing real Poland. One of them speaks about real Poland raging against upside-down Poland, and then how did the last one mistaken him for Bohemia, while the other comic shows real Poland kidnapped while the fake Poland was Monaco all the time. In addition to showing both Polands in an old Countryballs with community members drawing. And so, will the real Poland stand up?